Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Let's dive into the intriguing and mysterious case of Clara Germana Cele, a story that hails from South Africa, back in the early 1900s. This isn't just the story, it's a tale that intertwines the supernatural with a dramatic and intense showdown between faith and, of course, dark forces. So let's get right into it, shall we? So Clara Germana Cele, she was a schoolgirl attending a mission school in Natal, South Africa. So by all accounts, she was a normal girl, really until 1906, when something extraordinary and quite disturbing happened. So according to reports from those who knew her, Clara made a pact with, yeah, you guessed it, Satan. Yeah, you heard that right. A pact with the devil himself. And it's after this alleged pact that things started to get really bizarre. So almost immediately, Clara's behavior changed dramatically. So imagine this young girl, previously ordinary in really every way, suddenly starts to speak languages she's never learned. We're talking fluent Polish, German, and French languages she had no way of knowing. And it wasn't really unsettling enough. She also began demonstrating clairvoyance, which means she could know things that were impossible for her to know, like private details about the lives of the people around her in all respects. Very bizarre. So that's not all. Clara also exhibited really extraordinary strength that was completely out of proportion for someone her age, and especially her build. It was said that it took a few people just to restrain her during her outbursts, which were both extremely violent and what witnesses say are really, really terrifying. So as you can imagine, it caused quite a stir in the community and, of course, her covenant. So the nuns and the local priest, they were deeply concerned, and ultimately they were convinced that this was the case of demonic possession. So what they did is they called in 2 Roman Catholic priests to handle the situation, the exorcism. It was deemed necessary. So they started with the exorcism, which Clara underwent willingly, and it was really no small affair at all. It reportedly lasted for 2 entire days straight. Yeah, 2 days of prayers, rituals, and confrontations with demonic forces that were said to inhabit her body. So those present at the exorcism, they witnessed really truly chilling scenes. According to them, Clara was levitating in the air. Her body was arcing and contorting in unnatural ways, and her voice changing as she spoke, from man to woman to something else. And in the grand climax of the intense ordeal came when, after prayer and the effort by the priests, Clara was finally freed from the grip of the entity that had taken hold of her. It was described as a moment of profound peace finally descending upon her after the relentless turmoil she had endured. Horrible experience for everyone involved. So after the exorcism, Clara returned to her normal self. Much to the relief of everyone who had witnessed her terrifying transformation. She went on to continue her life, and she actually went on in the covenant with no further incidents of possession ever again. Weird story. So the case of Clara Germana Cele, it raises a lot of questions about the nature of possession, the power of belief, and the mysteries of the human mind. So, whether you see it as a genuine battle between, good and evil, or a psychological phenomenon, or a girl that experienced some trauma, and that's the way she was manifesting it, you be the judge. I'd like to, hear your comments, and see what you have to say. See what your theories are on this one. So I hope you enjoyed that story, and thanks for joining me on another episode of Whispers of Myth. And remember to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.